Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Connecting with the Divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the Divine with your eyes open is Darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to Darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
Swami Nithya Sumangali Nithya Nitheshwari Palaya. शासित भूमि पवित्र कृते युग युग शम्भविते च कलौ नित्यानन्द रूप शरीर कृते परमशिवेश्वरि नित्य महेश्वरि नित्य कलामयि नित्यनुते परमशिवेश्वरि नित्य महेश्वरि नित्य कलामयि नित्यनुते जय परमेश्वरि नित्य सुमङ्गलि नित्य नितेश्वरि पालय माम् जय परमेश्वरि नित्य सुमङ्गलि नित्य नितेश्वरि पालय
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to KAILASA. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to KAILASA. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation.
which allows us to experience and connect with the ultimate superconsciousness in the form of Mother. Nithyanandam. KAILASA welcomes all of you to this 4th day celebration of Navaratri, which is the celebration of the 9 nights of Devi Paramashivoham in her various glorious manifestations. Navaratri is the most powerful time of the year when the cosmic geometry of space-time aligns perfectly to the frequency of the divine feminine consciousness, which allows us to experience and connect with the ultimate superconsciousness in the form of Mother. This is also the time when we celebrate the happening of the ultimate incarnation, Paramavatara of Paramashiva and Paramashiva Shakti, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, who has descended to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Today is also the 3rd day celebration of Shrivari Brahmotsavam, the celebration of the happening of Shri Mahavishnu as Bhagwan Shri Venkateshwara Swami on planet Earth. Navaratri and Shrivari Brahmotsavams are being celebrated all over KAILASA, the first nation for all Hindus. Today, on the 4th day of Navaratri celebration, here in Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalayam at Adi KAILASA Nithyananda Sarvagnya Peetham, in the Shripura Utsava Mandapam, the presiding deity of Devi Paramashiva Shakti is gracing us in Visalakshi Alankaram. Devi Visalakshi incarnated along with Paramashiva in the form of Vishwanatha and established the Kailasa Paramparagata Kashi Sarvagnya Peetham. Devi Visalakshi lives the spontaneous lifestyle as a sadhvi, a tapasvi, and grants us all the blessings to live with spontaneity and joy through the darshan of her graceful, large eyes. The presiding deity of the Vaikuntha Utsava Mandapam, Shri Venkateshwara Swami, is gracing us in the Kalinga Nartanam Alankaram, where he performs his bliss dance as Krishna on the head of the poisonous, deadly serpent Kalinga. In the Maha Kailasa Utsava Mandapam, we are also graced by the Utsava Vigraha of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, also in Visalakshi Alankaram. Let us now offer our sincere devotion and worship at the feet of Devi Visalakshi Paramashiva Shakti, Shri Venkateshwara Swami, and our beloved Bhagwan, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, on the 4th day celebration of Navaratri and the 3rd day of Shrivari Brahmotsavam, and seek their grace and blessings.
ओंकारी परमेश्वरी षोडशी पराशक्ति शोक विनाशिनी शास्त्रते सहिते शिव शंभु शुभंकरि शुंभरि शुंभमदास्तते सकल मनोहरि सुंदरि सर्ववशंकरि शंकर दोषकृते जय परमेश्वरि नित्य सुमंगलि नित्य नितेश्वरि पालयता कटाक्षी सूक्ष्म विवेक्षणि कांक्षित साक्षी सर्वविदे जन शाश्वत मानस भावित कामित याचित पूर्णकृते सुकर सुखीकृत दुष्कर नाश कृते जननिन्दित क्रोध कृते जय परमेश्वरि नित्य सुमंगलि नित्य नितेश्वरि पालयता
श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशांत श्यामला पीठारूढ़ श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वरा भिन्न स्वरूप परशिव पुत्र रत्न कुमार गुरुमन्य तुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपानलब्धज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड भेद प्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत् परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरशयान दीयमान छत्र चामर श्रीचिन्नहारादि समस्त बिरडावल्यलंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संग सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षाभ्यापगढ विश्रान जीवोत परमत कलभगेसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपणशाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद् वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनां अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रिणवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्त्रे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणि साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणी पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमद् जगद्गुरु श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपालय च अस्मान् विज्ञानवितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।
पाणि अभयवरदो दैवतगणां त्वमेका नैवासि प्रकटितवराभित्यभिरजां भजात्रातुं दातुं फलमपि च वाञ्छा रण्ये लोकानां हरस्त्वामाराध्यां प्रणतजनसौभाग्यजननीं पुरानारी भूत्वा पुररिपुमपिक्षोभमनयते स्मरोऽपि त्वां न त्वां रतिनयनलेख्येन वपुषा मुनीनामप्यन्तप्रभवति मोहाय महता धनुः पौष्पं मौर्वीं मधुकरमयी पञ्चविशिखा वसन्तः सामन्तो मलयमरुदो योधनरतः तथाप्येकः सर्वं हिमगिरिसुते कामपि कृपा मपाङ्गात् ते लब्ध्वा जगदिति मनङ्गो विजयते। ीरोदन्वत्प्रदेशे श्रुतिमणिविलसत् सैक्तिकैर्मौक्तिकानां माला क्लिप्तासनस्तस्फटिकमणिनिभैर्मौक्तिकैर्मण्डिताङ्गः शुभ्रैरभ्रैदरभ्रैरुपरि विरचितैर्मुक्तपीयूषवर्षैः आनन्दीनः पुनीयादरिनलिनिगदा शङ्खपाणिर्मुकुन्दः। ॐ धूरसि धूर्वधूर्वन्तं धूर्वतन्योऽस्मान् धूर्वतितं धूर्वयं वयं धूर्वामस्त्वं देवानामसि सस्थितमं वप्रितमं दुष्टतमं वह्नितमं देवहूतममहृतमसि हविर्धानं त्रिगुंहस्वमाह्वा मित्रस्य त्वा चक्षुषा प्रेक्षे माभिर्मा संविक्था मा त्वाहि गुंसिषम्। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति नमः। श्री वेंकटेश्वर स्वामिने नमः। श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। धूपमाघ्रापयामि। अथ दीपः ॐ उद्दीप्य स्वजातवेदो भग्नन्निररितं मम अशोकस्तमख्यमावह जीवनं सदिशो दिशा मानो हि गुंसे जातवेदो गामश्वं पुरुषं जगत् अभिभ्रदग्न आगहिष्यियामा परिपातया। नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति नमः। श्री वेंकटेश्वर स्वामिने नमः। श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। दीपं संदर्शयामि। ॐ मधुवातारतायते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः माध्वीर्न सन्तोषधीः मधुरक्तमुतोषसि मधुमत्पार्थिवगुं रजः मधुद्यौरस्तु नः पिता मधुमान्नो वनस्पतिर्मधुमागुमस्तु सूर्यः माध्वीर्गावो भवन्तु नः मधु मधु मधु। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिवशक्त्यै नमः। श्री वेंकटेश्वर स्वामिने नमः। सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि। नैवेद्यानन्तरमाचमनं समर्पयामि। सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। निरञ्जनाय विद्महे निराभासाय धीमहि तन्नः श्रीनिवास प्रचोदयात्। ॐ हंस हंसाय विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि हंस प्रचोदयात्। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिवशक्त्यै नमः। श्री वेंकटेश्वर स्वामिने नमः। सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। कर्पूर नीराजनं संदर्शयामि रक्षां धारयामि।
कोणाद्रीशावताराय ज्योतिस्तंभस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। तत्त्वज्ञानप्रदाताय नित्यानन्देश्वररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। मूलप्रकृतिरूपाय परमशिवशक्तिस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। दण्डत्रिशूलहस्ताय कालकालस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत्पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। योगपट्टाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। सार्वभौमैकपत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। मङ्गलं कल्पवृक्षाय
मङ्गलं
ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्री नित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम्। मङ्गलं श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलं कामदायिन्ये सर्वमङ्गलधात्री नित्यानन्देश्वर्ये मङ्गलम्। मङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलम्। परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम्। त्वं स्मृतमहं धन्य मम प्राणमहेश्वर गंगाधर नामेति स्तोत्रस्थानं ददाम्यहम्। हरिः ॐ तत्सत् सर्वं भगवत् श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिव पादुकार्पणमस्तु ॐ नित्यानन्दम् அண்ணாமலையானே போற்றி போற்றி திருவண்ணாமலையானே போற்றி போற்றி திரு அண்ணாமலையானே போற்றி செஞ்சடை மேல் மிளிர் கொன்றை அணிந்தவனே பொன்னார் மேனிகனே புலிதோலை அரை கசைத்து மின்னார் செஞ்சடை மேல் மிளிர் கொன்றை அணிந்தவனே மண்ணே மாமணியே மழவாடி உள்வாணிக்கமே அண்ணே உன்னையலா இனியாரை நினைக்கேனே பொன்னார் மேனியனே புலிதோலை அரை கசைத்து பின்னால் செஞ்சடை மேல் விளிர் கொன்றை அணிந்தவனே விளிர்கின்ற சந்திரனை பெரும் சடையில் அணிந்தவனே உண்ணாமுலையானே
ॐ नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि परमशिवशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the Sarvanyapeta Kartas, Yajamans, everyone sitting with us all over the world with my love and blessings. Paramashiva's message directly from KAILASA. Listen. in the level of consciousness, anything you declare, consciously decide, willpower is enough tapas. In the outer world, anything you declare as you, responsibility is tapas. Listen carefully. See, in the outer world, if you declare you are a president or a prime minister of some country, responsibility, taking responsibility for that work is tapas. Everyone who enters into politics imagines themselves, literally declares that they are the president or the prime minister or in the top position of their country's politics. Listen. In the outer world, anything you declare, you need to take responsibility for it. That is the tapas. If you declare yourself as a mayor of a city, you need to take the responsibility and fit into that shoes. That is tapas. If you declare you are chief minister or the governor of a state, you need to take the responsibility for that declaration to make that into reality. That is tapas. In the inner world, if you declare yourself as Shakti, as Paramashiva, or as Ganapati, or as Subramanya, you may declare whoever you want as you in the inner world. If you declare yourself as Paramashiva, or Parandama, Parabrahma, Parameshwari, anything in the inner world, will persistence is the only tapas. See, when you declare you are Paramashiva, naturally all your inside patterns, self-hatred, self-doubt, self-denial will flare up and show so much of obstacles, problems, difficulties externally and internally. But you standing with will persistence, I will see everything as Paramashiva. I will face all these self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. Even the doubt whether I am Paramashiva or not, I will face it from the space I am Paramashiva. How Paramashiva will face self-doubt, same way I will face. How he will face? He will just burn it. Tripura Asuras are the self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. How he dealt with them? He just burnt them. Same way, I'll burn my self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial just through will persistence. Listen. In the conscious world, anything you declare as yourself, will persistence for it is tapas. In the external world, anything you declare about yourself, taking responsibility for it is tapas. Now listen. Ardhanarishwara is the pure conscious manifestation of Paramashiva. If you declare you are Ardhanarishwara, just have will persistence as tapas, you will manifest Ardhanarishwara. I tell you, manifesting Ardhanarishwara is the ultimate sexual fulfillment. Neither womanizers nor nymphomaniacs taste even the glimpse of what is Ardhanarishwara. Listen. Womanizers use women more like scratching for itching. Actually, if you want to kill a monkey, you don't need to do anything big. Just if you make a small wound in the hand, very small, just one small needle, that wound is enough, because the monkey cannot keep quiet. It will go on be scratching. After 2 days, even if the wound heals by itself, monkey will scratch again and make it as a big, until it becomes septic and finally dies. The monkey will not allow it to get healed. A small wound is enough for the monkey to kill itself because of that itching and scratching is a natural animalistic pattern. Listen. The sex of the womanizers is exactly the animals itching and scratching. You will not find any love, any romance, any consciousness involved in it. If an act sex can be fulfilling, then prostitutes must have been enlightened long before. Listen, sex does not originate from the physical world or action. It originates from conscious world, being. I tell you, yesterday itself I was telling, even an ordinary act like a smelling or eating starts manifesting from the foundation called love for the existence. I tell you, people who carry love in their consciousness will never become obese. Don't try to come and tell me, oh, I have seen many obese people who are very loving. Maybe their behavior, external behavior may be very loving or matching with people who do acts out of love. The inner space in consciousness, what I call as love, is a overflowing quality towards everything. It's like see, if you are alive, you will think, you will breathe, you will smell, you will digest, your blood will be circulating, everything will be happening. Same way, if you are loving, it will be towards everything. It is the quality of consciousness, not the quality of the external habit or attitude or actions. Listen, love is not defined by your external actions. Love is defined by the very existence or the quality of your consciousness. Even if Paramashiva does samhara, means destruction of this universe, I will not call he is angry or he is violent or he is bad. He does even samhara out of his love. I tell you, consciousness expanding itself to celebrate its oneness is love. See, consciousness goes towards the food to make the food as part of itself or for it to become the part of the food. Consciousness goes towards anything only to make oneness happen. I tell you, nothing is inauspicious if you understand love. Everything is inauspicious if you don't understand love. Sex is the amazing expression of that love to make another one body into oneness with you and you with that body. Listen. When your consciousness moves towards food out of love, it wants to make that food as part of itself, means oneness. Give the oneness experience to that food. If the same consciousness without love moves towards the food, it wants to grab that food and destroy it and manipulate it and exploit it. Food lovers never become obese or diseased or ill. Food manipulators become ill, diseased. How many of you understand what I am talking? Food lovers never become obese. Food lovers never get disease. Food lovers never get any illness related to food patterns, food habits, and food eating style. It is food manipulators. People who rape food. Understand this word. People who rape food due to food pornography. I'll coin a new word, pornography. What is food pornography? Too much of advertisement about the food using colors and arrangements. People who are triggered by the food pornography and rape food get diseases related to eating patterns and food. All of you, again and again listen to this powerful cognition and carry in you. Listen. Once you align your food pattern, your sex pattern will be easily aligned and your life will be just celebration. Your life will be just celebration. So listen carefully. Listen intensely. Digest this truth. You loving food is not wrong. You manipulating food and raping the food is wrong. Understand? If you love food, you know how much of food can become one with you. Your digestion ability. What kind of food can become one with you? What kind of food will empower you and get empowered by you. Listen. Whenever you digest a food and that becomes energy in you, not only you are empowered by that food, you are also empowering that food because that becomes energy. Whenever there is a problem due to food inside you, not only you are manipulating the food and raping the food also gets incomplete with you because it has not fulfilled the purpose for which it happened. Right eating with the right consciousness fulfills you and the food. Now, whatever I am talking about food, use the same principle and map it to music, vision, visuals, all the five senses, including sex. You will see very clearly. Are you eating or raping the food? Are you loving and having sex, or are you raping the other person? Are you masturbating out of the high romance? Are you masturbating out of the violence, raping attitude? Look at the whole thing. You need to look into, are you eating food out of love, or are you manipulating food? Or are you raping the food? Same thing. Are you having sex out of overflowing romance, love, oneness? Or are you just raping the other person out of anger and violence or some other reason? So listen carefully. I just want to give you 2-3 minutes. Type now what I said about this food and sex. So I will know very clearly you all have understood. Then I will take you to the next step. Then I will reveal the next truth.
பறவையாய் பாம்பாகி கல்லா மனிதராய் பேயாய் கணங்களாய் பல்லசுரராகி முனிவராய் தேவராய் செல்லா நிந்தையின் தாவர சங்கமத்துள் எல்லா பிறப்பிழைத்தேன் பெருமான் மெய்யே உன் பொன்னடிகள் கண்டு இன்று வீடுற்றே மெய்யே உன் பொன்னடிகள் கண்டு இன்று வீடுற்றே சரீரத்தில் வாதின் போற்ற வேண்டும் அதனால் திசை கொடு உண்மையாட்கொண்டவா கையாளும் ஈசா கற்புரிய திவ்ய சரீரத்தில் வாதின் முதல் போற்ற வேண்டும் அதனால் திசை கொடு உண்மையாட்கொண்டவா சிறு தெளிவித்தவா வாழ்வுதனை மயமாக்கவா ஔஷதம் தந்தவா உடல்நிலை விடும் பொறுமை தந்தருளவா சிறு தெளிவித்தவா வாழ்வுதனை மயமாக்கவா தந்தவா உடல்நிலை விடும் பொறுமை தந்தருளவா ஊருயிர் குறைந்திடும் ஏறும் ஈசா அற்புரிய திவ்ய சரீரத்தில் வாடின் போற்ற வேண்டும் அதனால் திசை கொடு எம்மையாட்கொண்டவா வையகத்தின் வேறே வந்தறிவாம் தேற்றனே தேற்றத் தெளிவே என் சிந்தனையுள் ஊற்றான உன்னாரமுதே உடையானே கலியுகம் மனதில் இருளது நீங்க தீபமாய் எழுந்த ஜோதி ஸ்வரூபானவம் அழித்து முக்தி தந்திட மலையாகி நின்ற அருணாச்சலன் மானிட ரூபம் தரித்தவா படைத்து காத்து மறை தழித்து அருளிடவே பரம ஞானம் தன்னை இறை ரூபம் கொண்ட நித்யானந்தனை அருளிடவா வேண்டும் என்று பார்க்கடல் கடைந்த போது அதில் வரும் நஞ்சை உண்டு வார்த்தை காத்து நின்றார் சிவ 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 நம சிவாய ஹர ஹர என தம் அழைக்கும் சிவ சிவாய நம சிவாய தகதிமியன தாளம் முழங்கும் நாளும் ஈசா அற்புரிய திவ்ய சரீரத்தில் வாடின் போற்ற வேண்டும் அதனால் திசை கொடு எம்மையாட்கொண்டவா காட்டில் ஆடிட கண்டேன் காலனை காலார் கடந்தானை கண்டேன் புள்ளி முளைமானின் தோளானை கண்டேன் புலியுரை ஆடை புனிதனை கண்டேன் வெள்ளி பிறை சடையில் சூடிட கண்டேன் மலை மீது நின்றானை கண்டேன் நந்தி பெருமானின் நாயகன் கண்டேன் நான் மறை வேதநாதன் கண்டேன் கண்டது கண்டவா காண கண்டந்தவா காண்கின்ற காட்சியெல்லாம் கைலாயம் தந்தவா ஓம் சிவ 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 ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் ஹர ஹர என தம் அழைக்கும் ஓம் சிவ சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் தகதிமி என தாளம் முழங்கும்
सवेरे रात दोपहर बोलो सारे नम
तापवाणी तिरकंद में रुद्र हिमालय जटा सतरी गंगा प्रगति तेरे भक्ति में लीन वो झूम वो रस्म लगा के तू ही सब है ब्रह्म मिटाते कष्ट मिटाते गले लगा ले रुद्र देव तू जटाधारी तू गंगाधारी तू है नित्यानंदा परमशिवा तू महादेव तू काल भैरव तू नित्यानंदा नीलकंठ तू नागेंद्र तू भगेश्वरा तू है नित्यानंदा दिगंबरा तू नटराज तू अरुणगिरी तू है नित्यानंदा शिवरात्रि को महारात्रि नित्यानंद शिव शंभो शंभो भोलेनाथ की महादेव की शिव तेरी जय शंभो शंभो शिवरात्रि को महारात्रि नित्यानंद शिव शंभो शंभो भोलेनाथ की महादेव की शिव तेरी जय शंभो शंभो
மெய்யினில் வில்வமும் நிறையாக்கடல் நீர் குடியோடு தரிசனமல்லவா பொன்மாட சிற்றவைதனிலே கவர்ந்த உன்னை சிக்கன பிடித்தேனே மண்ணும் புகழ் பெறும் நான் வரை நாயகா மதியில் நிறைந்திடுவாய். மதி உணராதவர்க்கு மதி உணர் செய்திட வான்மழு நீ ஏந்திவா. அறவாடிட இசை சூழ்ந்திட புகழ் சேர நீ வருவாய். அகம் உணர்ந்திட புறம் அழிந்திட புலித்தோலோடு நீ வருவாய். సామగానలో సదా విముక్తి కారణే నారికేశ దివ్య బ్రహ్మరూపనే మీనాక్షి శక్తి సహిత సుందరేశనే அண்ணாமலை உதித்த நித்யநந்தனே. சித்து அச்சித்தெல்லாம் முன்னாலே இயக்கும் முன்னாலே உந்தன் கண்ணாலே சிகையில் அணிந்திட்ட மதியாலே மதியின் மொழியாலே தெளிந்திடும் வழியாலே ஜீவன் முக்தி பெற விழைந்தோமே உந்தன் திருவடியில் தொழுதோமே. வெள்ளியாகினாய் கிள்ளியாகினாய் கேள்வி காண மகிழ்வாகினாய் ஒளியாகினாய் உலகமாகினாய் அதுவாகி அருள்மழை தரும் கர்ம வினைகள் தீர்க்கும் காசிநாதனே எங்கள் கர்மம் போக்கி எம்மையாளும் நேசனே ஏகாந்தமாக ஏக பாதம் தூக்கியே மதியாரை காக்க வேண்டும் நித்யநந்தனே. ஈசனே, சிந்தை கவர வந்த நேசனே, நீ வருவாய் நயே கதிகன சரணதை நயே காத்திரவா. வாராய் அருணாச்சலனே நீ வாராய் அகண்ட ஜோதியரே வாராய் அகிலம் போற்றிடவே வாராய் நித்யானந்தனே.
Taka 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 nadaraja, taka dimi taka junu nadaraja, talang taka dimi nadaraja, dum dum taka dimi nadaraja, taka 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 nadaraja, taka dimi taka junu nadaraja, talang taka dimi nadaraja.
ஆடுகின்றான் அவன் கூத்தனாக திருப்பாதம் தூக்கி மறையோதுகின்றான். பிறை சூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு தினம் ஆடுகின்றான் அவன் கூத்தனாக திருப்பாதம் தூக்கி மறையோதுகின்றான். பிறை சூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு என்று இயலிசை நாடகமாய் முத்தமிழ் இயற்றிய நாயகனே தகதிமி தாளமொடு இல்லையில் ஆடிடும் தாண்டவனே. இன்மைக்கும் ஈரேழு பிறவிக்கும் துயர் நீக்க விரைந்தோடி வருகின்ற யமயாலும் நடராஜா. பயமாகி மயமாகி வலியாகி ஒளியாகி சித்தத்துள் முக்தி தர நித்யனாய் வந்தவா. நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க. நம சிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க. அண்டாண்டம் பிண்டாண்டம் அதிலாடிய கூத்தணி நாடலை பார்த்திடவே ஆண்டாண்டு காலமோடு மானிட கூட்டமும் ஏங்கியதே. ஆடுகின்றான் ஒரு பாதம் தூக்கி அவன் கூத்தனாக மறையோதுகின்றான். பிறை சூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு திரணனா திரணனா திரணா திரணா திரணனா திரணனா திரணா திரணா சனி சரி சனி சரி takida takadimi tajom takida tajom takida takadimi tajom takida tajom takida takadimi tajom takida tajom takida takadimi சிதம்பர திருசபையில் நயமுடன் ஆடிடும் நர்த்தனனே உமையாம்பிகை நாயகனே உன்னை பாடிட வந்தேனே நால்வர் புகழ் பாடும் ஆடிய பாதத்தை நான் தொழ வேண்டும் அடியார்க்கும் அடியோனே அண்ட சராசரனே உடுக்கை ஒளிதனிலே இருமொழியை தந்திட்ட தாண்டவனே முதல் மொழி தமிழ் மொழியாய் மறுபுறம் வடமொழி உயிர் மொழியாய் மதி மாறாமல் மனம் போகாமல் விதி சேராமல் உன்னை பற்றிடுவேன் 64 கலை கட்டிடவே அருள் புரிந்திடு எம் அம்பல தரசே அச்சை அல்ல நீ அச்சம் நீக்கவே அண்டம் வந்த என் அம்பலவாணனே நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க நமசிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க ஆடுகின்றான் அவன் கூத்தனாக திருப்பாதம் தூக்கி மறையோதுகின்றான் பிறை சூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு தினம் ஆடுகின்றான் ஒரு பாதம் தூக்கி அவன் கூத்தனாக மறையோதுகின்றான் பிறை சூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு இயலிசை நாடகமாய் முத்தமிழ் இயற்றிய நாயகனே தகதிமி தாளமொடு இல்லை எல்லாடிடும் தாண்டவனே வயமாகி மயமாகி வலியாகி ஒளியாகி சித்தத்துள் முக்தி தர நித்யனாய் வந்தவா நமச்சிவாய
Om, Om, Om. Listen. I saw what all of you understood when you typed. Listen. And I am also reading all the questions continuously by so many people. Renaissance Edmond is writing, what I understand is engaging in the action of making the other as part of you. No hit and run relationship. Plan for long-term, stable, loving engagement which fulfills the other. Renaissance, listen, it is much more than what you are writing. Let me now tell clearly. I am seeing all your questions. I can give answer in one shot. See, in the inner world, don't postpone having will persistence. In the outer world, don't postpone taking responsibility. That's all. See, all of you listen, this is the master key. Especially my disciples, listen. I will go on be showering you with enlightenment, knowledge, powers, everything. Just take care of only one thing. Don't postpone. I still remember once in Tiruvannamalai, I asked my guru, see, in Tiruvannamalai, usually this neighbor house, they will play some God movie, the divine movies. In those days of Tamil cinema, there used to be a lot of religious, divine, spiritual movies. So, once I watched a movie, Thiruvilayadal, where Avayar gives a beautiful question and answer, kind of a song. So after that, if you heard that song, you will understand what I am talking. Otherwise, I'll ask them to play that song. Now understand the story. I went to my guru and asked, Swami, kodiyadu edu? Arunagiri Yogeshwara. Arunagiri Yogeshwara, I asked Arunagiri Yogeshwara, kodiyadu edu? அவர் சொன்னாரு, உடம்பால குண்டாயிடுறதும், நல்லா கேளுங்க, ஐ ரிப்பீட் இன் தமிழ் as I heard from him, because whatever words Arunagiri Yogeshwara utters, it's a mantra. I'll repeat like a mantra and then I'll translate. உடம்பால குண்டாயிடுறதும், மனசால லூஸ் ஆயிடுறதும், உணர்வால நாத்திகன் ஆயிடுறதும் தான் கொடுமை. என்ன வேணா ஆகலாம்ப்பா, உடம்பால குண்டாயிடக்கூடாது, மனசால லூஸ் ஆயிடக்கூடாது, உணர்வால நாத்திகன் ஆயிடக்கூடாது. நான் கேட்டேன், அதனினும் கொடியது எது சுவாமி அப்படின்னு. அதனினும் கொடியது தள்ளி போடும் மனநிலை அப்படின்னார். Now let me translate. Listen carefully. I went and asked my guru, what is the worst thing in the world? Arunagiri Yogeshwara. He said, physically the worst thing is becoming obese. Mentally the worst thing is becoming loose, like psychologically sick. Mental case. Consciously, the worst thing is becoming atheist. This is the worst thing in the world. Then I asked him, what is the worst than this? Is there anything worse than this? Then he said, postponing attitude. In Tamil, he told me very beautifully, தள்ளி போடும் மனத்தை தள்ளிவை மகனே, வெற்றி அனைத்தும் உண்டாகும். I'll translate for Meena Joshi, otherwise she will start screaming. Oh, you are talking in Tamil. Let me translate for Meena Joshi. My Guru Arunagiri Yogeshwara told me, postpone the postponing mentality. Means never postpone. He told me a beautiful example also. கடலிலே இருந்தாலும் நாவை நீட்டி நீரருந்த மறுத்தால் மீன் தாகத்தால் இறக்க வேண்டும். அதுபோலே வாழ்க்கையில் எல்லா நலனும் இருந்தாலும் தள்ளி போடுபவர் அழிந்தே போவார். அவருக்கு உள்ளும் வெளியும் ஒரு நன்றும் வாராது. Listen. A person who postpones is like a fish inside the ocean but does not open the mouth and drinks the water, will die in dehydration. Same way, life is always happening, but people who postpone will die like a fish inside the ocean out of dehydration because they did not open the mouth and drank the water. I'll let the water go in. My team has brought that song, beautiful song. Actually, after watching this song, I went to my guru and asked, I'll tell you the song. கொடியது கேட்கின் நெடிய வேல் வேலோய், கொடிது கொடிது வறுமை கொடிது, அதனினும் கொடிது இளமையில் வறுமை, அதனினும் கொடிது ஆற்றொனாத்தொழு நோய், அதனினும் கொடிது அன்பிலா பெண்டிர், அதனினும் கொடிது இன்புற அவர் கையில் உண்பதுதானே. By K.P. Sundarambal. Oh God, what an amazing memory, all this. It's a beautiful song by K.P. Sundarambal, an old Tamil movie. So after listening to this, I went to Arunagiri Yogeshwara and asked, Swami, நீங்க சொல்லுங்க, கொடிது என்ன? அவர் அழகா சொன்னாரு, உடம்பால குண்டாயிடுறதும் மனசால லூஸ் ஆயிடுறதும் உணர்வால நாத்திகன் ஆயிடுறதும் தான் உலகில் மிகவும் கொடிதப்பா. அதனினும் கொடிது ஏதாவது இருக்கா சாமின்னு கேட்டேன். அதனினும் கொடிது தள்ளி போடும் மனநிலையப்பான்னார். அந்த ஒரு சத்தியம் என் குரு அளித்ததை உள்வாங்கியதனாலதான் பரமசிவ பரம்பொருள் பேரருளாலே எத்துணை விஷயங்களை சந்தித்தாலும் அதையெல்லாம் அவன் அருளாலே எனக்கு சாதகமாக்கிக் கொண்டு, சோதனைகள் அத்தனையையும் எனக்கு சாதகமாக்கிக் கொண்டு சாதனைகளாக மாற்றிக்கொண்டே என் வாழ்க்கையை நான் நடத்துவதற்கான ஒரு முக்கியமான காரணம் பரமசிவன் அருளாலே இந்த ஒரு சத்தியம் எனக்குள் பதிந்து விட்டது. தள்ளி போடும் மனநிலையை தள்ளி வையப்பா. நல்லா என்னுடைய வாழ்க்கையை திரும்பி பார்த்தேன்னா, நேற்று பேஸ்புக்ல நம்ம டீம் விஷன் டீம் ஒரு அழகான போஸ்ட் போட்டிருக்காங்க. 42 வருஷம் சாதுர்மாசியத்தோட போட்டோஸை கலெக்ட் பண்ணி இங்க காட்ட சொல்றேன், பாருங்க. பார்த்த உடனே எனக்கே கண் கலங்கி, ஆனந்தத்தாலே கண் கலங்கி திகைப்பாய். ஏன்னா எனக்கு தெரியும் 42 சாதுர்மாசியம் பண்ணி இருக்கேன், அதுல ஒண்ணும். ஆனா விஷுவலா போட்டோகிராஃப்ஸா பார்க்கும்பொழுது, ஓ காட், 78ல பிறந்தேன், 88ல பட்டாபிஷேகம் முடிஞ்சிருச்சு, 98ல கைலாசத்துக்கான வேலைங்களை ஆரம்பிச்சுட்டேன், 2008ல கைலாசத்துக்கு ஃபவுண்டேஷன் போட்டு முடிச்சிட்டேன், 2018ல கைலாசத்தை டிக்ளேர் பண்ணிட்டேன். பரமசிவன் அருளாலே நான் செஞ்சேன்னு சொல்ல மாட்டேன். இப்படி சொல்லி இருந்தா அந்த அர்த்தத்துல வந்தா உங்களுக்கு தோணுனா மன்னிச்சிருங்க. அது பரமசிவன் அருளாலே அவர் கொடுத்த இந்த ஒரு சத்தியம் உள்ள போய், அந்த ஒரு சத்தியம் என்ன, தள்ளி போடுவதை தள்ளி போடு. ஆயிரத்தி 1978ல பிறந்தேன், 88ல பட்டாபிஷேகம், யோக பட்டாபிஷேகம் முடிஞ்சிருச்சு, 98ல கைலாசத்துக்கான வேலைகளை ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டேன், 2008ல கைலாசத்துக்கான ஃபவுண்டேஷன் அட்லீஸ்ட் ஒரு 50 நாடுகள்ல போட்டு முடிச்சிட்டேன், 2018ல கைலாசத்தை ஓபன் பண்ணி டிக்ளேர் பண்ணிட்டேன். இது அத்தனைக்கும் காரணம் பரமசிவன் அருளும் அவர் கொடுத்த இந்த ஒரு உபதேசம். கொடிதினும் கொடிது தள்ளி போடல். தள்ளி போடுவதை தள்ளி போடு. தள்ளி போடுவதுதான் உலகத்திலே மிகப்பெரிய கொடிது. தள்ளி போடுவதை தள்ளி போட்டேன். என்னை சுத்தி வாழற அத்தனை பேருக்கும் நல்லா தெரியும். ஈவன் என்னை சுத்தி வாழ்ந்த துரோகிகளுக்கு கூட தெரியும், தள்ளி போட மாட்டேன். எந்த வேலையாக இருந்தாலும் உட்கார்ந்து ஆரம்பத்திலிருந்து இறுதி வரை அதனுடைய பிளான் போடுறதுல இருந்து, அதுக்கு தேவையான ரிசோர்சஸ் ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்றதுல இருந்து, அதுக்கு தேவையான பீப்புளை அலாட் பண்றதுல இருந்து அவங்களை ட்ரெயின் பண்றது வரைக்கும் முடிச்சிட்டு தான் அடுத்த வேலையை கவனிப்பேன், முடிச்சிட்டு தான் ரெஸ்ட் எடுக்க போவேன். So one teaching, my Guru's word got into my system and manifested in my life is no postponing. No question of postponing. Listen. Sorry for the technical glitch. Listen again. See, postponing is like a cancer. Without even your knowledge, it will kill you. In the inner space, will persistence is tapas. If you stop postponing having will persistence, see, you all know will persistence only will make you enlightened. But you will think, okay, from tomorrow I will start having will persistence. Not today. Once you pick up the postponing attitude, once postponing becomes pattern, you are dead. You are gone. Nothing good can happen to you anymore. Same way in the outer world. You know, for anything, only when you take responsibility, you will achieve that. But once you learn the postponing attitude in the outer world, gone. Outer world is gone. Nothing more to achieve. After that, you cannot achieve anything. Nothing can be achieved with a postponing attitude, whether in the inner world or the outer world. So just like Avayar's verses, actually I don't know whether it is directly by Avayar or by K.P. Sundarambal, but the verses, beautiful meaning. And கொடியது கேட்கின் நெடிய வெல்வேலோய், கொடிது கொடிது வறுமை கொடிது, அதனினுங்கொடிது இளமையில் வறுமை, அதனினுங்கொடிது ஆற்றொனாத் தொழுநோய், அதனினுங்கொடிது அன்பிலா பெண்டிர், அதனினுங்கொடிது இன்புற அவர் கையில் உண்பதுதானே. Actually, when I speak this kind of Tamil, I celebrate myself. I enjoy myself. Like how the children, when they go into the stage, the school anniversaries, and when they perform well, they enjoy themselves, they celebrate themselves. Same way, when I speak this pure Tamil, Sendamil, I celebrate myself. I enjoy myself. I feel like, wow, I have performed well. If I have to give my Guru's version, கொடியது கேட்கின் நெடிய வெல்வேலோய், கொடிது கொடிது உடல் பெருத்தல் கொடிது, அதனினுங்கொடிது மனத்துள் பித்தம், அதனுங்கொடிது உணர்வுள் நாத்திகம், அதனினுங்கொடிது தள்ளிப்போடல் எனும் வாழ்வுதானே. The end of the day, all the great powerful cognitions my gurus gave me worked for me because I never postponed. Decide not to postpone. That's all. You are already in my ocean of knowledge. I'll go on be showering. If you don't postpone, you will achieve inner world, outer world, everything. You will achieve everything if you don't postpone. If you somehow develop the attitude of postponing and even justifications for your postponing, then comes failures, and all the bad things come to the people who postpone. See, I'll give you one tip, shortcut. Even if you postpone in the outer world, don't postpone in the inner world. For example, see, you want to take the responsibility for your business, for yoga, doing yoga every day, for many things in the outer world. You may be postponing. Even if you postpone external responsibility, never postpone internal will persistence. Decide, okay, I know I have to do yoga to make me healthy. I am postponing that, I know, but I will not postpone the truth. I am Paramashiva. One part of your mind will laugh at you. You are so fat, like a pig, and so cheap life you are living. You claim you are Paramashiva. Tell yourself, I may not take the responsibility for external things. I may not. Do what I need to do. I may be postponing in the outer world. Does not mean I'll start postponing in the inner world. No. Inside I know I am Paramashiva. And all these SDHDs, let them come and go, but I am Paramashiva. If you even stick to inside without postponing, when that I am Paramashiva sinks in, naturally your breathing pattern will change, conscious pattern will change, laziness will disappear, postponing pattern will die. See, Paramashiva is a living being. When you say you are Paramashiva, he is not going to keep quiet. He will enter into you happily. And I want to tell you, he is not jealous of you when you declare you are Paramashiva. He is only happy. Wow, I have one more body to manifest. So understand, when you declare you are Paramashiva, not only you are celebrating, he is celebrating you. He celebrates you. You can see all the Chaturmasya photos. It is ready. Actually, from the age of 3 we have. Start from the age of 3. And I want you to know, actually I don't remember this photo taken. It's only the photographer who took this photo, he is still alive. He came and gave it to one of our sannyasi in Tiruvannamalai and told that he took this on this day, and in his studio archives he had a date and all that, and he told that this is the function happened at the age of 3, and when Swamiji was 3, and I took the photograph and he brought it and gave. First Chaturmasya. Then I think after that we photos might have been taken, but we don't have in our hand now, right now. And this is the age of 10, 13.
अब देखो ये कैसे देखे पट्टी बंद कर आंखों पे हर बाधा हटा कर सब दूर दूर जो है कह जाएंगे कि सब देखते रह जाएंगे त्रिनेत्र जागरण जो इसे कहते हैं कथाओं में जो सुनने को मिलते हैं कहने में जो लगे नहीं इतना आसान just chill इतना भी नहीं मुश्किल बात बनेगी संपूर्ति जब साथ है तो आओ एक दीक्षा की तो बात है सारी दुनिया में मगर एक ही इंसान उप्स नॉट इंसान ये है भगवान जय 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 नित्यानंद जय शिव शंकर नित्यानंद जय 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 नित्यानंद जय शिव शंकर नित्यानंद नित्यानंद शिवोहम नित्यानंद सदा शिवोहम नित्यानंद शिवोहम नित्यानंद सदा शिवोहम
Yes. Appa. I don't know what kind of emotion it generates in all of you to see the 42 Chaturmasya photographs. For me, it is like a memory of all my gurus and all the tapas they poured inside me. See, I am actually totality of so many gurus, hard work, sincere, tapas, energy, powers. They poured everything in me and made me flower. So these 42 photos are the totality of all their sincere, hard work, their will persistence and responsibility. Inside their inner space, the will persistence they had, and outside the responsibility they took for me. 42 Chaturmasyas. So I'll talk more about Ardhanarishwara and Tantra in further satsangs. So now with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita, Saivam, Paramadvaitam, the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa, Maha Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Paramahamsa Nithyananda Gurudeva Nithyananda 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 Paramahamsa Nithyananda. You taught me completion, you give me initiation. You taught me completion, you gave me initiation.
Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukhanam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. Science of power manifestation is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. The Pramanas gives us the evidences, the conscious truths about the science into more deeper and deeper, shifting us from the understanding to the deeper cognition in our physical reality. The Shastra Pramana, the authentic scriptures, Shrutis, Vedas, stand as a foundation for Hinduism. Apta Pramana, authentic, time-tested, foolproof compilation of the experience of millions of sages, rishis, and enlightened masters who have manifested all the powers of Paramashiva, which is in terms with the Shastra Pramana. Atma Pramana, with Apta Pramana, a guru is able to experience and live the truth claimed by the Shastras. Shakshi Pramana, manifestation and experience of the guru's initiation in a disciple of a particular lineage, which is demonstrable to the world. And Pratyaksha Pramana, having the truth validated by the scientific study. Bhagavan's very words and initiation and darshan makes us manifest all these deeper truths into our physical reality, bringing auspiciousness, abundance, and bliss, and pure completion, and making us understand the greater science why we came to planet Earth to experience these higher truth and higher knowledge. All this power manifestation is to make us understand the higher cognition, who we are as gods and goddesses of planet Earth. Let's move to the Shastra Pramana. The Shastra Pramana for the power of will persistence, the depth dimension, is taken from the Shiva Sutra, Sutra 1.16. Suddha Tattva Shandanatva Apashu Shaktihi. By fixing the self and aiming at pure essence, consciousness, cognizing from the depth of one's being, the will persistence, that all that exists is Paramashiva, the pure essence, Suddha Tattva, and attaining and uniting in that pure essence. Once we have the will persistence to hold that Paramashiva is all that exists, and we have to experience oneness with Paramashiva, taking that decision is the ultimate decision that Bhagavan says. Paramashiva, he experienced Paramashiva, manifests Paramashiva's infinite power. Anything other than that is postponing of the ultimate in our reality. Bhagavan is beautifully giving us the ultimate science, how we are constantly engaged in the thoughts and we are postponing the reality. By postponing the reality, we are forgetting who we are, why we came here, and what was the purpose of us. By constantly deciding to unclutch from the thoughts and establish ourselves in the Paramashiva space, Paramashiva state, Paramashiva's experience in every action, everything that we do, we will restore it back into the space of pure love. The love for experiencing Paramashiva more than our engagement in the thoughts will bring us to the ultimate reality of how we can experience the greater reality. All this is again and again making us understand how we can live as the ultimate. How Janaka was an emperor and all that he experienced was the ultimate, and he was constantly engaged in manifesting that ultimate into his what he was doing in the outer world. Bhagavan said, outer world taking responsibility is the tapas. Inner world, will persistence. He was holding that space of will persistence. And when Ashtavakra once came into his kingdom and he saw that all his people were laughing at Ashtavakra, who was a child, and Ashtavakra said, what a foolish kingdom is this? They are more concerned about the outer world and not the inner space. And Janaka did not abuse him or throw him out, but came down from his throne and fell at his feet and took him as a guru to understand what could be more than that. And he understood that he has to establish himself as consciousness. One day he was riding a horse and he saw Ashtavakra. He asked how easy it is to get enlightened. Ashtavakra said, before you get down from the horse, you'll be enlightened to Janaka. And King Janaka, simply before he just got down from the horse, he became enlightened. It is because constantly he had the will persistence to establish himself as Paramashiva in manifesting everything that he was doing. So when Ashtavakra came and simply saw him, he just blessed him and the initiation happened. The initiation of the Guru starts manifesting in your life as the ultimate when you decide to establish that you have come down to live this greater science of Paramashiva in your physical reality and completely unclutched from the thoughts constantly will bring you the outer world success and the ultimate truth in the inner world. Because Paramashiva himself will start manifesting and making your life radiating and achieve all that you need to do. That is what Bhagavan Paramashiva is giving us the powerful space to manifest the greater reality. All these truths can be understood as a child or one who has never learned anything. Simply manifest all this greater reality. Here, this is from Periya Puranam. Nandanar, one of the greatest devotee of Paramashiva, he only holds from the beginning that he wants to go to the Chidambara temple to see Nataraja. But from small, his boss does not allow him to manifest that reality. But he does not drop from his will persistence in any work, in anything he is doing. His establishment of his attention, consciousness is the only thing. Paramashiva was the only space that he occupied, whether he was working in the lands or serving somebody. His establishment was never a postponed, but continuously he held the space that Nataraja is the ultimate. Like how Bhagavan says, Ardhanarishwara, when you think ultimate, you go beyond all the craving or mental manipulation and you fall into the deepest love of oneness with Paramashiva. Same thing, Nandanar manifested this great science by deeply connecting to Nataraja, establishing himself and saying, my boss is going to leave me only if I grow the whole field, acres of land, and only that happens. I want to see you now. The earning was so much that next day the whole land was full of grains, and simply his boss just came and fell at his feet and took his blessing and said, please go and have the darshan of Chidambara. Then Nandana runs to Chidambara, and where he cannot go into the temple. So Nataraja goes to the priest's dream and tells him to make a fire pry, and he jumps into that and cleanses himself, ready to do any sacrifice just to be in the space of oneness with Chidambara. Like Bhagavan said, just to be with Arunagiri Yogeshwara, he used to do everything and anything just to see a glimpse of him. You being in the oneness with Paramashiva, holding that as your pure space, you will manifest everything in the outer world and in the inner space. The outer world, abundance, bliss, everything happens from the inner world. The creation starts from you manifesting this greater truth. Bhagavan beautifully here speaks of how Paramashiva created us from his sea and how we can experience this deeper reality.
Listen to this word very carefully. See is an action. I wanted to say, when I see, one end is me, another end is you, another end is you, that's all. Because you are seeing with two eyes, what you are seeing, you can't absorb that into you. But I am seeing with the three eyes. What I see, I can absorb that into me, and I know it is my own other end. Understand, that is why I am using the word not even seeing, see. I am giving you exact, literally what I wanted to convey. The relationship between you and Sadashiva. You are the see, not seen, seeing, see of Sadashiva. Listen, just now I made a statement. When you see through the third eye, whatever you see, you can manifest, manipulate as you want. It means what you see will be your own extension. It is you. See, if I can make my right hand bend, do whatever I want I can do, means this is me. What you understand as me is what I convey through the word see.
So beautiful. Bhagavan himself says how Paramashiva, who has come down as our Guru, is all that we are, the core we are, and he is ready to manifest all the greater truth when we establish in that beautiful space. Bhagavan Paramashiva has given us this ultimate gift to make us manifest the very reality, that very own his see as our very own core of consciousness. Here in this small scientific clipping, how the same thing, consciousness, as the very reality in each one of us is explained so beautifully.
For example, the Shiva Sutras lay out Mahasadashiva's relationship to the material world and sentient beings. The Spanda Karikas, the seminal text of Kashmir Shaivism, revealed directly to Vasuguptanatha by Lord Sadashiva himself, are the sacred scriptures that elucidate Mahasadashiva's power, or Parashakti, his divine consort. Together, these ancient scriptures reveal the secrets of the vibrant dance of strategic existence, dynamic activity, and static matter. In the Spandakarika, Section 3, Vibhudipada, Sutra 3.4 and 3.5, Vasuguptanatha elucidates, Yatha hi artho sfuto drishtah Savadhanepi chetasi bhuya sfutataro bhati swabaloda yoga bhavitah tatha yat paramarthena yena yatra yathasthitam tatatha balamakramya nachirat sampravartate. Indeed, just as an object or static matter which, in spite of all the attentiveness of the mind, is perceived and seen indistinctly at first, then appears and manifests more distinctly and clearly when observed with the strength of one's visual power. So, when the yogi resorts to the power of Spanda, the dynamic activity, in its highest essential nature of oneness with Sadashiva, then whatever thing or object or idea which is static matter exists in its highest dimension in whichever form which one seeks to know or manifest, wherever, in whichever place or time, in whichever state or dimension, that thing or object at once, and not after a long time, appears and manifests in that very nature of its strategic existence. This is strongly akin to the all-pervasive vibrational string theory with vacuum fluctuation, Spanda of virtual particles, Shiva, and manifestation with real particles, Shakti. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence are not distinct things, but a continuum. The material world, the energy that creates it, and your intention to manifest are deeply related and highly fluid. Your perception, your conscious choices, and especially your unconscious beliefs directly impact matter, directly affect the reality you experience. Not just affect, not just shape, not just create, but they dictate your reality. You are not a helpless victim of your circumstances, your past experiences, your politicians, your genes. You are consciousness, the most supreme authority there is. You create, you sustain, you destroy, you decide to delude yourself, and you decide to be liberated.
Beautifully, Bhagwan has made us understand, and the science is also saying the same thing, how we are deciding our reality by establishing ourselves as Paramashiva, not postponing and getting into the thought trends and destroying ourselves and others, but establishing a pure will persistence again and again that I am Paramashiva and I'm manifesting Paramashiva continuously. Here there's a Shakshi Pramana of how consciousness over matter, by just will, holding the space that Paramashiva is real. We are manifesting by chanting the Mahavakya continuously and demonstrating the power of will. Sorry for the technical glitch. So beautiful, just by the will persistence, holding that space and manifesting this deeper truth. All that it takes in our life to again and again to hold that space of oneness and manifest these deeper signs as our reality. Again and again, Paramashiva makes us understand how we can manifest the greater reality. Now today we are going to move an object on a ground or a place where it is very flat. You can keep it on the table. You can keep it on the silicon. If you're keeping it on silicon, make sure it's switched off. And all that you need to do is once you set up, you decide that I'm not going to postpone. The will persistence. Everything is happening out of my will persistence. But when I consciously decide my will persistence is Paramashiva, then the whole space shifts into quantum reality. The quantum possibility, who I am, gets manifested. Instead of my only impossibility with the mind, a quantum space open up. So all we need to do is, now once you set up, take your cameras and set it up and unclutch from every thought. Hold yourself, sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line. Bring your space into Paramashiva, the third eye. Visualize Paramashiva, all the darshan you just had. Unclutch from every thought that you are experiencing and you're engaging. Decide from today, I will be established in Paramashiva as my experience, as who I am, the very core of who I am. Like how Bhagavan says, Rama knows he is Vishnu in the parallel universe. A guru comes down to tell us we are none other than Paramashiva, who has come down as our guru, who is the reflection of who we are in the core inner space as our very own reality. Hold Paramashiva inside you and continuously seek for the deeper and deeper truth inside you in an inner space. How you're experiencing, put your attention on your experience rather than your thoughts. The minute you have experience, putting the attention on experience, you're unclutched from the thoughts, which is constantly postponing you and not letting to see the reality. That is the whole myth. Bhagavan has broken that today, initiated us into experience the reality. So let's just establish ourselves. We will not be engaged in thoughts. For a few minutes, we are going to only decide to establish ourselves in completely oneness with Paramashiva. Sit in that bhava and melt in the bhava. All the words that Bhagavan is giving us is an initiation, darshan, and making us more and more experience the Paramashiva, who we are. The minute we are raised into the higher superconscious, we will establish and manifest all the best things in our life, fulfilling everything that we want and much more. So for a few minutes, just establish yourself in deep oneness with Paramashiva, chanting the Mahavakya and experiencing the deep oneness. Let's start chanting the Mahavakya continuously, deeply connecting to Paramashiva in deep listening.
Sit as Paramashiva, inhale and exhale deeply with 25 heads and 75 eyes and 50 hands. Visualize, meditate, connect with him. He is a living, alive being. Drop your form into his form and dissolve. Remember, you are a Sarupya Mukta, means your form is dissolved into his form. All my disciples, now I am initiating Salokya Mukti, Samipya Mukti, Sarupya Mukti, Sayujya Mukti. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda. Your fears, incompletions, insecurities, nothing is needed for you to exist. Paramashiva alone is enough for you to live absolutely, blissfully, celebrating, fulfilled, complete, intensely. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let our biology become one with Paramashiva's biology. Let macrocosm we carry become one with microcosm. Let the microcosm we carry become one with macrocosm of Paramashiva. Let our organism become one with Paramashiva's organism. Let Paramashiva's organism become one with our organism. Let oneness become living strategy, living experience of all of us. Amda Mahavagya, do it intensely. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Slowly, very slowly, open your eyes. Whatever Paramashiva has shown, go ahead and share that truth in the social media platform. Enriching and causing will make you again Buddha, much more than purpose, celebrating Paramashiva, space, state, and powers. Whatever powerful cognition you have experienced, whatever experience that you had, and the power manifestation, what results you have that you have recorded, please go ahead and share it with all your friends and families. More and more you establish in Paramashiva, pure love starts radiating through you in everything that exists, and you start experiencing that pure love in everyone else and reflecting as abundance, auspicious bliss. It is clearly said, science, the blissful space inside us is what creates all the abundance and we attract the right things. Bhagavan is making sure that through initiation, through giving powerful cognition and radiating that in the power manifestation, making sure all of us are in abundance, bliss, and the ultimate love in Paramashiva, residing and experiencing Paramashiva continuously. Start sharing and celebrating this with the whole world, and you will be starting to experience the deeper experience of Paramashiva. The causing makes you deeper in your cognition. That is why it's such a powerful space, Bhagavan says. Much more than doing a tapas, when you enrich and cause, you become that. The more and more when you talk about something, you start understanding, cognizing what that is nothing but your own self as Paramashiva. So go ahead, share with all the social media, with all your friends and families. Make sure if you can post in tinyurl.com/powermanifestation, have the hashtag Paramashivoham Shakshi Pramana, hashtag KAILASA, hashtag Nithyananda. With that, let's surrender all this powerful cognition, power manifestation at Bhagwan's lotus feet in deep gratitude, thanking for all the great gifts from Maha Kailasha each and every day, making us manifest all the great reality, abundance and auspiciousness. And thanking all of you who stayed back, manifesting the powers of Paramashiva in your physical experiences, receiving the prasada from Bhagwan. Thank you. And with that, we have come to the end of this session. Let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line. Bring Paramashiva to your third eye. Hold the powerful space. Paramashiva is real in my thought, word and action. Seeing everything, everyone as Paramashiva, as my existential reality throughout the day. And let's end with the Purna Mantra. But stay tuned for more happening as Navaratri celebrations. Let's chant the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for more Navaratri celebrations. Thank you.